This is my Discus and Cory tank. It's looking pretty good, just needs a little bit of TLC. I'm going to get the plants hacked back and do a nice big water change because I want to trigger some breeding in the Corys and potentially the Discus as well.
This tank has successfully bred Corys. No sort of rare species or anything, just your normal bronze Corys, but I don't care, I love them all the same. And they make me just as excited as any other fish that breeds, especially when you're not actually trying to get it to happen and it just happens. But I haven't seen them spawn for a while, and that's probably because I haven't had my hands in the tank. Not that my hands make them spawn, but I mean like maintenance, you know, water changes, that sort of thing. Now I really want to get them to spawn again, and the tank needs a ton of maintenance. So that's kind of perfect, and hopefully we can trigger that spawning with a nice big water change, a little bit cooler water. Yeah, I think that should do it. First things first though, our glass is grimy. You probably can't tell looking at it like that, but the second I clean it, you will be able to notice straight away. There we go, look. Straight away, the tank looking miles better. But we've got a long way to go yet. I mean, look at this. We've got a load of sort of algae all over this area. The plants are just looking a little bit drab. They just need a massive hack back. I'm taking it, you know, right back as well. It's going to be low down. It's not going to look like it does at the moment. It will take a little time to recover as well, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Even this plant here, look, I just let it grow at the top, but it's not very good. That's just going to wilt away, isn't it? So I need to trim that off as well. Everything needs to come right back down. I'm going to bring it down to like this level everywhere and just slope it and just, yeah, it needs a lot of work, to be fair. Right, I might as well get started then. Well, that is a pretty mental hack back, but it needed to happen. Like, look at it now, it's looking better. It looks way better, let's be honest. You got like sort of pockets of plants in their own little sections. These guys are, you might notice that my fish don't get all panicky, fly over the tank. The more you get in there, the more they're used to you. And yeah, look, they're not panicky at all. See, I can go up close to them, they're doing fine. But look at the amount of plants that I've just taken out of that tank. I mean, as a result, we might get a little bit of an algae bloom because what we've done there is we've gone from having a load of healthy plants to now they're going to be sort of traumatized. I'm not being dramatic there. I mean, I've caused trauma to the plant. It's going to have to sort of recover before it starts growing properly again. So I need to keep an eye on that algae, keep up on water changes, that sort of thing. But we should be good. I'll just add some CO2 booster from API. That's a glutaraldehyde and really does help with, you know, sort of little algae blooms. It gets rid of them in no time at all, to be honest. I've also noticed something that's not in any of my other tanks, and that is some, oh no, it's not going to focus. Blackbeard algae, there we go. See, I do get it. Not a problem though. Look, it's only on that wood. And there's also a little bit here, look, on the filter inlet, which is strange. I've never seen that before. So how do we get rid of that? We can spot treat it with the API CO booster. Like I say, glutaraldehyde. I'm going to drop the water level and just literally spray it on, and it should sort of fizzle away in no time and just die off. But before that, we need to take the water right down. I'm going to go halfway. I'm going to do a 50% water change. It's been a long time since this tank's had one. I'm going to say 2 months since it's had a big water change. I've had little ones in between then, but nothing major, so let's do that. So we're filling up. Now I'm trying to trigger the spawning, aren't I? So a tip for that from many breeders is to just reduce the water. Oh, whoa, you see that? All the Corys are going nuts. Yeah, so reduce the water level, reduce the water temperature slightly. So I've got a thermometer here. I just measured it from the tap. So the water comes along, look, I've still got the plants there. It's like hot and cold mix, so I can move the tap, you know, for whatever temperature I want. And I've got a little notch there that tells me the perfect temperature for the Discus, and also a notch that tells me for the other tanks, which are just tropical around the studios. So what I've done is I've just sort of lowered it slightly than usual, and I've measured it. We're 2 degrees less than usual. Hopefully that's enough to trigger the spawning. To be honest, I think a big water change like this is going to be enough as it is. I'm also going to get some bloodworms in there as well. You know, that sort of food, that frozen food can trigger that spawning behavior as well.
there we go. Look at that, looking so good. I'm really pleased I've done that. It wasn't easy, you know, just hacking right in, but it's done the job beautifully. Right, it's now time to feed them the bloodworms. I'm going to put quite a few in because I want to make sure the Corys get them. The Discus will obviously take some, but quite a lot's going to fall between all these gaps down the bottom. Sorry, no, just wait, just be patient. On your marks, get set, go. Oh, that's disappointing. Look at them lining up though. I love it when they do that. Yeah, so I want to make sure they all fall between all the gaps and the crevices and stuff, because that's where all the Corys will pick them up from. They obviously don't swim in open water. They're always on the bottom. So we need quite a few to get them to go everywhere.
Right, so I've got the bloodworms. They've started to thaw out or defrost, so I'll just add a little bit more of the warmer tank water we've got here into them. Oh, they stink. Why do they stink so bad? Why do bloodworms, like... Whoa, that's a strong smell. Not what you want to be smelling. Oops. Not what you want to be smelling in the morning. Well, I'm just going to give them a few minutes or so, and then I'm just going to put them all in. I'm going to put them in as just one like massive lump. Let it go everywhere. I'm going to get them all hyped up as well. Oh, we got some food. We got some food. Not yet. Not yet. Don't know why I'm talking like that. And whilst we're waiting for those to defrost, you may have noticed behind me then, look, what's this? So I built a new stand with these really cool, hang on, let me just move the desk, with these cool storage little pods and stuff, and nothing in them at the moment, but gonna work a treat. On there is going a 4-foot tank. That's 4 foot, by the way, because that's a 3-foot one, that's a 4-foot one. This is going to be the rainbow fish tank. Cannot wait to build it. Obviously, I'm not going to get that built now by this weekend. I'm doing a different tank. I'm going to be doing an ecosystem aquarium in this bowl, this giant bowl. It's going to be a shrimp one. That should be awesome. I'm going to do like one of those, you do nothing to it, filled up with water like a proper aquarium. Yeah, I know some of you don't like bowls, but surely everyone's okay with shrimp in bowls, aren't we? Like we've got to be. So yeah, in this area previously was where we had a little racking system with a load of nanos on it. They weren't really doing anything. They were just sort of evaporating all the water out and just sitting there, not doing. There was no livestock in any of them either, apart from a few shrimp. So that's where I've taken the shrimp out, and I'm going to be adding those to that bowl, to that ecosystem aquarium. I'm looking so forward to that. Oh, also forgot to mention, these guys, these Cory thick hoodies have been selling like crazy. So many people have bought them. Let me show you a bit closer. There's so many, I've sold hundreds already. People are loving them, which I'm really pleased at. Because when I put the thick on it, I was like, oh, people might not like that. But then I like it, so I thought I'm going for it. And yeah, I'm glad you did too. Lovely Christmas present to yourself. So like nice and thick and comfortable. Oh, they're so warm. You won't be disappointed. Link above, go check them out. I've got other stuff on the store as well that you might like. And it's now time for an update on the Blue Acara, the electric Blue Acara. So we've got a male and a female here, I'm pretty sure of anyway. Like, come on, they've got to be male and female. I think that's the original one that laid the first eggs, the first batch of fry as well. So they're always at the foreground at the moment. But then in the background area, oh, I think you just saw then, the water's all dusted up. That's because these guys have been kicking it all up loads. But yeah, around in this back area, we've still got these new batch of eggs, don't we? Now let me come down. Oh, there we go, there he is. Or she, sorry, there she is. In that little gap there. Now, where are the fry? Hello, you're not happy with me being here, are you? Ah, there's the fry. In that little gap, there we go. They're all buzzing around. Oh yeah, they're starting to lift off the ground as well. Right, these guys are coming closer, which means that this parent here is going to start defending aggressively very shortly. But this is a good little area, isn't it? Okay, so I need to get some food down in there because they're free swimming. Yeah, they definitely are free swimming now. Let's get some food in. So now I've got to take the pipette and target feed that specific area. It looks like, you know, that they're expecting it or sees it as a threat, maybe. There we go, it's all going in there. And it'll just be around that whole area then. And they'll be able to find it, won't they? Especially when they start wiggling a little bit more. As the hours go by now, there's going to be more and more movement from them, and they're going to be like traveling all over this whole area, staying close to mum obviously as well, who sat there protecting. But look, the water column there is just full of tiny, tiny pieces of food now. But we need to also feed the adults, obviously. They're all going nuts. Right, big pinch, drop it in the water column, out of the flow. Look at that. They just come so close now. Oh, sorry, buddy, you didn't get it. There you go. Good, good. Oh, there's mum. Here's the new mum. Up here. Oh, out my hand. That was brilliant. Actually, there's food in front of you. Why are you going for my hand? There you go. There's a big dollop there. Whoa. Right, lots of food there for those guys. Again, that's probably too much, but I'm actually wanting to bulk these guys up, put some good size on them, and that's actually happening. They're getting bigger all the time, growing fast. Look at that, water column absolutely full of food for them. Awesome. And all of our bloodworms have now thawed out, which means we can put them in. Are you guys excited? I'm excited to see how you behave, but I'm also really keen to see how the Corys are going to behave as well. I'm seeing quite a lot of movement. I can see the, the actual substrate layer now a lot more than before. Right, so there's a load of like nasty juice all with the bloodworms. So what I'm going to do is just pour it into this shrimp net, and that'll drain off all that water, and we'll just be left with pure bloodwormage. There you go, look, that's all that nasty stuff coming off the bottom, and then we should in a minute be left with just the nice bloodworms. I'm saying nice, they absolutely stink. Oh, right, we're ready. Okay, here we go. Bloodworms going in. I'm going to do it at this end by the power head. Oh, there we go. Whoa, that's a lot. Are they eating it? These guys don't get it very often. They've had it before a long while ago. So do they know it's food? Yes, they're now starting to eat it. So they're obviously used to their own specific food, but now, yeah, definitely, look. You just picked some of those off of the leaves there. So that's definitely a good sign. There we go, yeah, they're eating it now. I mean, it's not about the discus, to be honest, but the good thing is it's all settling down on the bottom here. I'm not seeing any of the Corys at the moment, but they will start to come forwards. They usually do anyway with the other food, so. Oh yes, here we go, we've got Corys coming forward now. Baby ones, in fact. We've got Siamese algae eater just hanging out at the bottom there. So most of them are still hiding a little bit in the background there. You can just see them, you can see them at the back. They're dotted around. A load of the bloodworms made their way back there, so that's awesome. Yeah, right amongst all of the plants, look, there's loads of them in here. Everywhere I'm looking, just behind this like direct foreground, there's loads of Corys. I'm not sure on the numbers at all anymore in here because they have been breeding and I'm trying to get them to breed more. There we go. Oh, did you see then? There's so many in there. Look, there's just movement everywhere. Hello. Hello. That's like a juvenile or sort of half juvenile. It's hard to know anymore. There's like different generations, but you can clearly see we've got a lot going on that background. They're not keen right on coming in the foreground at the moment, but I'm sure they'll make their way there. It's probably because there's enough food for them that's gone back. There we go. That's an adult bronze Cory. Discus again is still munching away. Guys, leave some for everyone else, please. So we've done our water change. We've added our bloodworms. Both of those things are supposed to like trigger breeding. So I'm really hoping within the next few days, we're going to see some eggs, either from the Corys or from the Discus. I'll be happy with either. It's always exciting to come in and see that. Again, I want to at some point get the breeding pair of Discus into their own tank, but I don't actually know which one is the breeding pair right now. If they are still a breeding pair, I don't even know that. Maybe this won't work at all, but I'm hoping it will do. I'll keep you updated and I'll see you on the next one.